Have you ever been an intern? Did you get paid? If you didn't get paid and ended up quitting the internship, would getting paid during your time working make you want to stay? These are all questions that I ask myself and people throughout my community that are currently doing internships for the jobs that they have interest in. Throughout this speech, I want to persuade the audience to look from my point of view, and maybe even change their minds on the topic of should internships be paid for their work. I want to persuade the audience by using charts, graphs, and other resources from the internet that can prove my reasoning on believing that internships should be paid for their work that they do. I want to connect the audience with stories that can easily be compared to one's real-life experiences. This speech will include things such as facts, statistics, and other people's opinion to convey the overall message that I'm trying to get across, which is that interns should be paid for their work. Interns throughout the United States constantly are working to better their skills in the job that they are designed to go into. But the problem is that they are not getting paid for the work that they are doing. Other people who actually have the job are getting paid to do the exact same thing that the intern does, but the only difference is the intern is a little less experienced and is learning to do what they're doing. Even though the intern is less experienced, does not mean that they should not get paid anything. Most interns deserve to at least be paid minimum wage. It is very hard to be an intern in today's society because prices of things are way too high for interns to be able to make ends meet. Due to the rising prices, interns are forced to get another job along with their internship, which makes it very hard for the intern to be good at what they're doing because they are under so much stress and pressure. Paying interns would help create more interns and have the interns to do better work because they are focusing on the internship alone. According to an article written by Lauren Hansen, paid internships are 32% more likely to result in a full-time job offer than an unpaid internship. This suggests that paying interns attracts top talent and thus supports a company's recruiting strategies. This quote from the article, written by Lauren Hansen, makes people understand why I believe paying interns is beneficial for not only the person that is interning, but the company that has hired the person for the internship. This is factual and shows statistics to prove my reasoning of thinking they should be paid for the work that they do. This is just one of the numerous reasons that companies should start paying their interns. The second reason paying interns should be a normal thing is that it helps them become more confident and have boldness about them and what they're interning for. This helps the interns because when they are confident in what they're doing, they tend to do a better job and get it done quicker and can be developed even more about their intern. This not only benefits the interns, but also benefits the company as a whole, because when the company hires an intern and pays the intern has more confidence in what they're doing and can be relied on and can help the company grow and become better and help them get done what the company needs to be done. According to an article written by Persuasive, many students and recent graduates have a shaky sense of self-worth. They haven't truly found their place in the adult working world yet and are eager to prove themselves but unsure that they have the skills. This quote, written by Persuasive, helps the audience get a better understanding of my point of view and where I'm coming from. It also states facts and makes the readers and the audience understand that not only does paying help with finances for the intern, but also helps their mindset and their mental health. The reason why it helps all of these things is because paying the interns for the work that they do makes them feel like they are actually worth something and helps them know their worth to the company. Not paying interns would lead to interns feeling as if their worth is nothing to the company and just a pushover and are not needed. It also destroys the confidence of the intern as well and makes them feel like they are not wanted around because they are not an actual employee of the company and instead just an intern. The third and final reason why interns should be paid is because it is not fair to ones who have to pay for their own tuition and education and are having to do everything they possibly can do to provide themselves and make something of themselves. It is unfair to them because they do not have the privileges or opportunities of someone that has more than they have. This causes it to be unfair because not everyone has parents to pay or that can pay their tuition for their education, and for the ones that don't, they have to provide their own source of income to make ends meet. But the ones that do have someone to rely on to get them through college. According to an article written by the Harvard Business Review, states, while internships are highly valued in the job market, Research also shows that 43% of internships at for-profit companies are unpaid. As well as a result, only young people from the most privileged backgrounds end up being eligible for such roles. For those from marginalized communities, this deepens the generational wealth gap and actively obstructs their path to equal opportunity. This quote, written by the Harvard Business Review, helps the audience and the readers understand the topic even more and have a deeper viewpoint on it. Many people throughout the world think of internships as classwork, assignment, or even a test. But for many kids, it is that and so much more. People do not realize the stress that kids and young adults have to go through to keep up internships and a job at the same time. The stress level would be heavily decreased if the companies would just begin to pay their interns money, because this would help the interns not have to worry about another job or anything that could hold them back from reaching their full potential in the internship they are doing. In conclusion, throughout this speech, I listed examples of paid internships and unpaid internships and compared them both to see which one was better and more logical. I learned by facts, statistics, and other people's opinions that paying interns is the right move. I wanted to show my audience and the people watching this speech my reasoning behind my viewpoint and opinion, and I wanted them to take my opinion into consideration and understand why I made the choice I did. Being paid as an intern can be a solution to many problems for young adults of this world and even older adults.